Hello there, welcome to EarthRhey Healing. So today we're getting messages based on some questions that I had asked Spirit about my own situation. But I think that it's more than just my situation. I think it's really important to get this message out there. And it's about time slips, basically. And it started with me because I'm having these body issues where something happens, I try to fix that, and then it creates something else in the physical body. And I'm like, what is going on? And then it became clear that it has to do with these time slips. That's how I'm hearing it, as time slips. But we all know there is no time, right? But basically, what was explained to me is that we're in a window right now. A window where our internal frequency is moving faster than our external reality. And, our bodies can't keep up with it necessarily. So these things are happening. So you may be having physical issues. I mean, this could also be, they're bringing up too that it could be emotional, spiritual issues, other ways that this is manifesting in your life. But it's creating these what seem like time slips or timeline jumps or deja vus, however you want to put it. And it's accelerated. Time is accelerated right now. And our bodies are just trying to keep up with it. And it's basically the direct result of clearing out old energetic patterns, old energetic densities, all the work that you've done, and stepping into this new sovereign you, this new self-directed path. So we have a bee here, this confidence card. And this, to me, it's screaming like solar plexus power, because I can see, even though this is like a black and white card, I see the gold within these in this bee card. So the gold from the bee, a honeybee, a bumblebee. This is like the activation here that's happening. And it's sort of signaling that your personal field is strengthening, like your solar plexus is stabilizing. Your identity, you're understanding your identity. You're becoming like more coherent with who you really are. And when this happens, your confidence rises, right? And when your confidence rises, your timeline stabilizes around like who you really are, what your true frequency is. And this is naturally creating like these sort of timeline or time distortions, what seems like these time slips, or like really fast moving shifts. Feeling ahead, I guess, feeling ahead of the moment. Moments where you might feel the future is here, or the future already exists, or you feel something from the future. So we know there's a deep healing going on here. A you coming back to you, with this healing energy card here. This is like a really deep-rooted recalibration. This is where, you're clearing these old timelines, these old patterns, ancestral, karmic, emotional patterns. Because when your root heals, these old timelines, that's when they collapse. And that collapse is felt as these time slips or lost time or time moving too fast or too slow, jumping from one emotional state to another, feeling like you literally blinked and then everything rearranged itself, right? Now this card here, this Castaway Negativity, is my absolute favorite of this spread here because it's the actual cutting away. It's like the proof of like the new timeline or the new you. Allow the cutting away, the severing of cords. Allow the clearing away of the energetic debris. That's what's here. That's what's available. Just allow the cutting away that's keeping you in like loops. In the old time. Because when the negativity is cleared out, that's when the old versions of you dissolve. And you can't be afraid of that. You can't be afraid of these old versions of you dissolving. The old timelines, the old people, all of it's losing its grip on you. You either are or you're going to stop repeating these cycles, these loops. You're going to stop them. You stop repeating, cycles. So basically, you're stopping syncing with like collective fear timelines. This is a really good feeling. You want to anchor into this. This feels super powerful. I'm coming back to the bee again with the power, and I'm seeing the sun here. The golden energy of the bee, the sun, the guardian here, which is the angels in this deck. The power, your power, your sovereignty, your alignment. This sun is the new timeline. It's the confirmation that you've already stepped into a higher frequency path. And your field is adjusting to it. And that's where these body issues come in. It's sort of like ascension symptoms. I mean, I guess it is. I'm not crazy about that term, ascension, but it's it's your body adjusting to the new light that you're in. The sun, it brings clarity, confidence, higher or better coherence or understanding. Clarity. Did I say clarity? Acceleration. Yeah, like a sense of I'm finally aligned or I'm finally there. But there's some distortion in here just because we're not letting it go completely, maybe. This is why time might feel strange. It's because you're syncing with a different time where things are moving more quickly, more cleanly. Is that a word? More clean, with more clarity, with more ease. That's the time that you're actually tuning into. But we're in this weird in between where you could still go back. You can if you want. You probably don't want to, though. But yeah, this is the direction guardian here. Choose your path. This is where, you're in a moment, you're in a time where your decisions, your thoughts, your frequency, it's been amplified. And so, you're not just experiencing time differently. You're selecting where you want to be. You're selecting a timeline. Your consciousness is basically jumping between potentials. That's where you have this in-between feeling as you're choosing your direction. So it's like a multi-dimensional, directional or multi-dimensional navigation time. Yeah, because I can see the different directions, different timing, your choices, choose wisely, choose wisely, choose what's best for your alignment, your alignment to you, to your higher self, your inner self. Sorry about that. My electric just went out. No coincidence, right? And the light that I use on this side, it's not working now. So we'll continue without it. I don't think that's a mistake at all. It went out and came back on, and everything is kind of wobbly right now. Again, with the time, like it just, the only way I can describe it, the only language I have for it right now is time slips. But it's really our bodies adjusting to our light. We're moving between these timelines faster than our minds can track it. Basically, our bodies are ahead of our energy bodies are ahead of our physical bodies. So yeah, if you're experiencing this, put it in the comments. Like, let other people know what's happening with you. I have a feeling that there's a lot of physical issues happening right now as we step into these, higher frequency paths. Time is moving different right now. And it's actually not even time that's different. It's you that's different. You're in a different light. You're more aligned with light. But you're also, like we said here, you're also at a choice point where your field is scanning multiple future potentials at once. And I am getting that, like, sometimes we have to just not take anything. So, like, if you have a headache, just ride it out if you can. Of course, I'm not a doctor. I don't know your situation, but that's what I've been getting, is to just ride things out as your light and your physicality meet. you know. Try to drink water, get the proper amount of sleep. If you're sleepy at a weird time or you're not supposed to be sleeping, it doesn't matter. You know, if you can, take a nap. If you're up in the middle of the night and you're thinking about doing something, then do that thing. Like there's no rules right now, it feels like. Yeah, there are no rules with time, or I keep using the word time because there's no other word for it that our brains understand, but we could even say identity. When your identity shifts, your time perception shifts. And that's what's happening. Your identity is changing. You could be syncing with solar energy here. The sun here amplifies your internal light, like we were saying, and it accelerates your timeline. That's essentially what this is, timeline acceleration and your body catching up to that. So yeah, you're in a really powerful, moment of time right now. This timeline acceleration, identity strengthening, energetic purification, I'm hearing. I'm going to grab the card on the tops of these decks that I'm using. They're kind of speaking to me. Elixir of life. Yeah, this is the sort of like make the most out of life card. So like, I know it's not easy, especially like if you're going through like the physical things like I mentioned, but I am getting like a humor type energy here. Like find the humor in things you don't normally find humor in. Enjoy the most out of every single day. Head into more of what you love. Like focus on the things that you love. Whether it's like, a piece of fruit or a walk. These things that might seem small or mundane, but you love them. Focus on that because it helps this healing occur, and this healing is the timeline shift. Timelines, the word timelines now in the spiritual communities is a super fancy way of saying changes, it's changes. There's changes occurring, and they're high scale changes because of the light that you've brought in. Now the card on the top of that deck is the Seer. Ooh. Yeah, see beyond the current timeline, I'm hearing. See beyond the current situation. Feel into, it's that whole like manifestation stuff, like feel into what you want. I know that's difficult for some people. If you've never had it, it's hard to feel into it. But whoever I'm talking to knows what I'm talking about. Knowing the new, knowing the shift. I'm really tuned in here to this. I'm going to tune into that for a second. Yeah. Tuning into that. I'm getting like your choices right now, they're rippling ahead. Like what you choose right now, today. Like right now, as you're watching this video, or right after the video. It's affecting tomorrow. It's affecting next week. next month, right? There's a little bit of a caution here, because I can see the old and the new, since we're in that sort of in between. And there's a caution here of like acting from fear instead of clarity, making decisions too quickly, because we are talking about time and, quick. I don't know. I think you know what I'm talking about, though. Don't let the old negativity pull you back, I guess, is what the caution is. Because it's whatever's ahead is so much better than what was behind. So don't doubt your own knowing or your own light or your own inner authority, because like I said, this is like your sovereign path you're stepping into. This is your inner authority, your more direct path. I'm hearing again, like your choices ripple ahead. So yeah, anyone experiencing like time situations, time slips, you're not losing time. It's more like you're reclaiming it. You're bringing your power back to yourself. And it seems like there's a time distortion, but it's your power. That's how powerful you are. You're not slipping. Time isn't slipping. It's accelerating. And you're not confused if you think you've been like confused, because I can hear someone saying that they've been confused or unsure, just unsure. But you're transitioning between realities here. This is a huge, like you've never done before, I feel like the codes here today they're solar plexus related. They're gold related. They're like a really deep, this like violet that's here. It's that frequency mixed with gold. And it's allowing. Yeah, it's like your power and allowing your power. So take a deep breath. Orata. Drish ukwaliana. Hora nialala nukua. Shikiana rutua. Rutua rada. 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 Urutuana Andreata kura. Shuala. Shianaka. Shikiana liana. Shoo. Shoo. Lua. Shianaka andretua, Shianaka andretua, Shianaka andretua. Leana, 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 Leana. Ora nanrata. Nanrada. Nandrada. Retni. Urut kuasha. Liana. Liana. Wah. Take a deep breath. Okay. I do have at my distance sessions open. I actually have my email readings open too, and personal codes are open too. Those links will be below. if you're interested in those, I want to tell you guys I love you guys so much. And thank you for being here, as always. And I will see you next time.